Hey everybody, what is happening? Joe the Geek here. It's another episode of Movie Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about the newest Fast and the Furious movie. Unfortunately, I got to do a review on it because lately I've been watching all these. Well, I watched all the Fast and Furious movies. So I could continue watching them, see how dumb they're getting, and they're getting really dumb. This is the newest Fast and Furious film, Fast X, and I'm gonna give you a short, well, not a short review, pretty good, decent amount of time review, just to give you what's happening in the Fast and Furious film, the new Fast X. And yeah, I started watching this movie a couple of nights ago, and I got it off the Cineplex store. Yeah, and it's not what you think. I was not expect. Well, I was expecting this is not to be a good film. I was laughing most of the time of the movie, and it's way worse than the last one. I did a review last year, I think it was, for Fast F9, the Fast Saga. Now this is Fast X, Fast 10, and it's just one of those films that I really didn't like. Some scenes are okay because there's action and there's racing, and no, it's just one of those films. Like I said. Anyways, I'm gonna give you one of the short plot of what Fast X is about. Dominic Perello, played by Vin Diesel, he returns to be a hero again, and what happens is he has to go against a new villain, a new enemy, and the enemy is Dante Reyes. He is the son of the Reyes family, as you see in Fast 5 when they steal the vault in Fast 5 and they kill the Reyes father. I think it's Joaquin de la Aluema. I don't know his name for sure. Quote me if I'm wrong, is how I spelled that, pronounced that name. But this is his son now, and his son is getting revenge and on Dom, on killing his father and stealing the money and the vault and everything. So he played Dante Reyes is played by Jason Momoa, obviously, from Aquaman and the Justice League films. So he's the new villain and enemy. How he plays in this movie is kind of like the Joker of the DC movies. Yeah, he's very comedic, very his jokes are just horrible, but he tries to make it funny. He tries to make it laughable, psychotic mastermind, criminal mastermind like Joker. They even mention it in the movie that he's psychotic and he escaped from the mental institutions and everything. So what it is basically, he the first half of the film, well, not the first half, maybe the first 10 minutes of the film, he actually sets off a giant bomb in Rome. He actually traps the team inside Rome, like a setup with Ludacris, Tyrese Gibson, Sukan, and I forgot the girl's name. She plays Ramses. She was in F9, I think it was, or F7, I don't know. But they're bringing back all these characters from different timelines. They're bringing back all these plots. Like Fast 5 happened, obviously Fast and Furious 5, and now it's like happening again. They're bringing, and like I said, they brought back Ramsey. She was from Fast and Furious 7 or Fast and Furious 6, one of those movies. I'm not too sure anymore. So they trap him in Rome, and so Dom and Letty, they go in Rome and they discover there's something wrong with the mission, apparently, because those four people, Tyrese and those other four people, they get dragged into a mission, and Dom and Letty, they're like, oh, there's no mission in Rome, so they have to go save them basically. Again with the stunts, oh man. And the setup there was with the giant bomb rolling all over Rome, and Dom catching him with his Challenger RST. And it's just funny that the whole story is basically missions. I can't compare it to the first one. I shared the first one clip on my TikTok. I shared it on Facebook too, but I got blocked. So some of my social media, like Twitter and TikTok, I shared the clip of the original Fast and Furious, which was amazing. I actually want to get that one, the first one, the second one, and the third one, just those three itself, because those are really the basic plot of Fast and Furious films with the racing. But now it's gone too far. Like after Fast and Furious 4, yeah, it was okay movie, but it doesn't compare just to plain racing. Even to Fast and Furious, it was just plain racing. And Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, it was different from the other Fast and Furious movies, but hey, Tokyo Drift had racing and drifting. And I'm just, like I said, I'm going on because I went from watching the original movie. Like I said, I shared that clip on my TikTok, that clip with the Supra and the Ferrari racing from the very first Fast and Furious movie. That was Fast and Furious, but now it's just ridiculous missions. Like, I didn't like this movie at all because it's just really, really stupid how they do all these stupid things. You got the stupid stunts again with like all these like I'm sitting there like, yeah, okay, sure, like that's really gonna happen. Like there's a scene where he's on the bridge with the bomb and he does like, I mean, okay, let me go back to that scene. The scene with the bridge with the bomb, he apparently he gets his car up the ramp and he flies his car into a crane and the crane spins around and pushes the bomb off the bridge. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, okay, like that's really gonna happen. There's a lot of scenes where he's like racing and he does these last minute, oh, I'm gonna do that. Like he's racing and he's like, oh, I got an idea. Like all these last mission, like it's like, how can he come up with like, okay, I'm gonna jump off the bridge and hit the crane and the cranes are gonna, yeah. A lot of the comments now when I watch all these funny videos of Fast and Furious 9 and all that, like all these comments about Vin Diesel being a superhero and everything, it feels like that, like he could do all these stupid things like in Marvel movies. Yeah, I can understand like Marvel movies, it's like unbelievable because they're from comic books, they're not real life, they're from comic books, all these Marvel movies. But Fast and Furious, they went from real life street racing, real life like people get, you know, with street racing to like over the top stuff that you can't do in real life. Like there's another scene, I won't spoil the ending, but there is another scene where Dom does this stupid thing where apparently, okay, he can outrun fire and outrun explosions and outrun, you know, it's like he defies laws of gravity like every other Fast and Furious movie. It's just no. So that's my review for Fast X. 2 stars. Again, it's like meh. I didn't want to give it 1 star. It was like the crappiest movie. Some scenes were actually I actually like the very first scene after the incident with Fast 5. They did a little prologue in the beginning of Fast 5, and after that prologue, it cuts to Los Angeles where he's drifting with his son in the Dodge Charger, and I love that Dodge Charger. That was from the very first Fast and Furious movie, and yeah, it's just some scenes were good. Like I said, the Dodge Charger scene got me hyped up because I love that was a good Dodge Charger scene with him and his son. It's like brought me back so many memories from the first one because that's just awesome. There is one scene when they race with Jason Momoa, and it starts off good, but it's like, okay, whatever. So that's why I give it 2 stars. It was meh, good action, okay, I give you that, but not your type of movie. It's just, I gotta keep watching these movies to see if it gets better, but it feels like it's getting worse. That's why I gave it that rating. But if you guys disagree with my review, just comment down below and give me your thoughts on Fast X if you watched it. If you haven't watched it, you know, if you're a Fast and Furious fan, if you like racing, go watch it. Gives you a hype up. If you're like me, like I got into Fast and Furious with the first 3 movies and I got steer away from that. yeah, don't watch it. I don't know. Just give you my opinion. So that's my review. Alright guys. If you like this video, smash that like button, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and as always, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Catch you later, dudes.